y'all doing? And welcome. I am Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining the player. Subscribe. Please remember, go around to the WillieWilliamsShow.com. Y'all check out a few things. Subscribe to the website. If you would like to support a player around here, you can get something for you and them little ugly ass babies by clicking the Get link on the website. If you'd like to see what we call the event video, please go around to the Patreon, the Willie Williams Show. The link's down there in the description. I need you liking, sharing, telling somebody about a player. We try to get the thumbs up over 500 in every show so we can do something to the algorithm. Listen, we got a PayPal link down in the description. We got $, top and bottom. Willie Williams Show, that is the cash app. And if you just so happen to hit that super chat, please don't go over $5 because the player don't know if he getting it or not. They say I get 30, they say that they get 70. God damn it, I think they getting a whole 100. Remember, the midday news show, if you can't watch it with your eyes and you can't use your peripherals and see a player, big word, I hear any goddamn screen. We do got a thing called a podcast on Anchor and Spotify, the Willie Williams Show. Please follow me on IG and Twitter at The WW Show. Appreciate y'all. Y'all come on in, sit right on down. How you doing? Today is Happy Valentine's Day. Oh, how y'all feeling? Say you done hit that like on the way in. Say good afternoon. You say morning. That's what's up. Say hey sugar, little to North Carolina. Say early in the congregation. Say your gram. What's happening? Say hey sugar 912. Savannah's in the building. Say Shot Time is checking in for that. Appreciate you being around here. New Jersey's in the building. Said the 732 pimping. Alexander City, Alabama is in the building. Miami is in the house. You say I'm out understanding what is making people take these drugs. Oh man, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. Shout out to everybody who be on them Perc 30s. Do your thing. Really ain't tripping. Say yes, I made it with. I appreciate that. Else say the D is in the building. What up, though? The 334 Gun Monkey Town is in the house. The 617 is in here. Detroit is in the building. Dayton, Ohio is up in here. Say hey, Willie. The Bronx is up in here for that fight. Say hey, chat family. What it do? How y'all feeling today? Today is February 14th. It's the day for you and your significant other. It's the day for you and your loved one, the one you may be living with or the one that you may not be living with, but it's for them people. Side pieces, male and female. Side pieces, it's the 15th. Valentine's Day for the side pieces on the 15th. Know your role. Play your role. That's what's up. The 318 Shreveport, Louisiana is checking in. North Carolina's up in the house at the 446 say Zone 1 checking in. Memphis, Tennessee is in the building. Say hitting that like button. Brooklyn is in the house. California's up in this thing. Michigan is in the building. Oklahoma is up in here. Say hey, sugar, well, hey there. Shout out to Mario for the $10 cash app. I appreciate that right there. Look early. Say everybody happy Valentine's Day. That's what's up. Greensboro, North Carolina's up in here. Say okay, we here. We done made it. Give yourself a pat on the back. You made a whole nother year and a whole nother day out here in these streets. If you're watching the player right now, that means that you is alive, you is living, and a lot of people may consider that as a blessing that you're still on earth. You know, I don't want to, hey, to each his own. Nevada is in the building. How you live? How you doing? The 904 is in the building. Say HVD to all queens. Ooh, in the chat room. That's what's up. How many of y'all gonna break up if y'all don't get nothing for Valentine's Day? How many of y'all is gonna destroy your whole day if you do not receive something for Valentine's Day? How many? Because typically females do that. Typically men don't fall all out if they don't get nothing for Valentine's Day. It's not a male day. As we know, we spoke on this a few days ago where the mother and the daughters had to do something to make themselves feel valued. Yeah. Go ahead on, tell the truth. Shame the devil. Detroit, the 313 is up in the house. How you live? How you live? The 502, Louisville, Kentucky is in this bitch. Say time to play. Say I got chocolates and balloons for today and tomorrow. That's what's up. You deal with the main and then the March side. Go ahead and say condolences. You say main side on the 3rd. That's how I got to go around here in this street. Listen, I'm going on to jump into something. And then we're going to go ahead on and jump into what we came around here for. We're going to talk about these zombie drugs. We got something new. In case folk don't know what's been out here. They got something called Tranq. Tranq dope, if that's what you want to call it. Some people call it that right there. We all know about the fentanyl. The fentanyl, if you is serving fentanyl, if you have fentanyl as a product, we think that you need to do like 100 years at the resort. Fentanyl is taking people off the planet really, really fast. And I had a thought earlier. I was thinking to myself, and I say, well, have y'all ever thought that maybe when like our taxes and stuff go up, maybe it's because we losing too many taxpayers every year? One year it might be more taxpayers being killed and had done died or something like that, and then like we got to take the taxes up because of less people paying taxes. I don't know. Have you ever thought about it like that? You know, I have no idea. Listen, they also putting Fenny, because it's also called Fenny. They also putting Fenny inside that raw, which now it don't make it raw no more because you putting cut in that right there. That's not a good thing. That is not a good thing. I rebuke you. I rebuke you. I rebuke y'all. This is a tragedy. This is horrific. This is a problem. Yeah. And now since it's not touching just you dog you folk, it's an epidemic. Yeah. So it's not just about you people. It's about all you people. Yeah. Things have changed, but before we go ahead on to get into that, I got to take it to the parking lot where crazy bitch was out here in the goddamn street. Y'all pay attention.
A driver arrested after a wild and reckless rampage in an Orange County parking lot.
She's accused of slamming into more than 10 vehicles and nearly hitting people who tried to stop her. Eyewitness News reporter Rob Hayes has more on the rampage and the felony charges that she's now facing, including assault with a deadly weapon.
Oh my God!
Demolition derby it wasn't.
Hey! Everybody get out of there!
But there was plenty of demolition.
Watch out!
People in this Mission Viejo parking lot dodging a wild driver, smashing into several cars Thursday afternoon.
I was shaking. I mean, I sounded like a maniac screaming. You know, I was afraid somebody was going to die.
Christina Patane recorded this video. You could hear her yelling at her boss as he tried to get into the woman's car.
Dr. Bassi, move! Move!
He went running to the car, tried to open the door, like she almost ran him over, and then she took off.
About 10 cars were damaged in this parking lot alone. The good news is no one was seriously hurt. The witnesses will tell you it wasn't because the driver was trying to avoid them.
Move!
Do you think she was aiming for you?
Yes, definitely aiming for me. She floored her car and she literally missed me by an inch.
This woman heard the car crashing in the parking lot and tried to save her a cord.
What's up? What the?
I went and stood in front of the car, and then she saw me, and then she came, charged at me, missing me. I jumped. It was dramatic for me, to be honest.
The woman's rampage eventually ended here on the 5 freeway, where traffic was backed up for miles. Orange County Sheriff's deputies taking 33-year-old Aria Alexandria Martin into custody after a half-hour standoff. Martin booked for driving under the influence of drugs and 2 other serious felonies.
Assault with a deadly weapon. Anytime somebody chooses to use their vehicle as a weapon and tries to hurt another person, that's where that charge would come into play.
Deputies ended up bringing Martin back to the parking lot so witnesses could identify her. They tell us Martin was laughing.
Crazy, look at her.
I asked the deputy, why did she do that? And he said that she was having a bad day.
Hello,
that baby was having a bad day. That's what's up. I got a quick little problem. Baby, listen, sugar.
to save her Accord.
What's up?
This baby tried to save a Honda Accord.
This woman heard the car crashing in the parking lot and tried to save her Accord.
What's up? What the
I went.
Do y'all understand that she thought because she was a female that who was ever driving the vehicle, if they knew whether it was male or female, would not hit her because she's a female? That was her thought process. It had to be her thought process just for the simple fact you see her running into all these cars. You see other people out there who was jumping out of the way, but they were males. She thought she had a female privilege thing going, and that was tried to save a Honda.
Crashing in the parking lot and tried to save her Accord.
What's up?
She tried to stand up all cute and shit like that until she realized that I think she want to hit me. I think she gonna run right into me. Damn it, she thought it at the end. She ain't thinking at the beginning.
Crashing in the parking lot and tried to save her Accord.
What's up? What the
I went and stood in front of the car, and then she.
Y'all got to stop thinking for yourself. Babies, y'all got to stop thinking for yourselves. And him.
Christina Patene recorded this video. You could hear her yelling at her boss as he tried to get into the woman's car.
Dr. Bessie, move!
You might get written up for hollering at your boss out here, baby.
Move!
He went running to the car, tried to open the door, like she almost ran him over.
See, what he tried to do was save the parking lot. He tried to be a hero. Now, I think that it would have just been like a better video thing. If like a little leg would have got caught up under the tire, something like that. I don't know. Okay. Everybody came away healthy, unmolested. Nobody was molested out there, meaning nobody was touched with the vehicle. But I just think, like, do we like tragedies? Or is it just me? I think I just like tragedy. He said that Fent got people going crazy out here. That baby was under the influence of some essential products. And like they told her, she just wasn't having a good day. That's it. It's like nothing more than that. She was just not having a good day. Like a whole bunch of us be around here not having a good day. Some of us decide not to run our vehicles into other vehicles because a lot of us, we don't have insurance. Shout out to the people who don't have insurance driving around here out in these streets, living on a wing and a prayer, trying to make it through to the next check to be able to go it on and pay the insurance. And then when the next check come, they may have a few dollars and be like, shit, if I made it this week, I might make it to next week and hold off with these little few dollars because it's all that I have. And next week, I may have a little more. And then I go it on the pay it next week. And week after week after week after week go by. Yeah. It keep going by. The problem is, I got a question. Who pays for the damage? Do your insurance company pay for the damage? I think your insurance company will pay for the damage only if you have full coverage. A lot of the cars may not be as new to have full coverage. A lot of us just need some PIP out here just to, travel. Just to go around here. We would just have regular insurance. Basic insurance is what they call it. For you to be legally able to drive a vehicle. That's what I'm going to say. Say I keep full coverage. But listen, I understand the people who keep full coverage, but what if your car 8 to 10 years old? It's paid for. It's 8 to 10 years, 15 years old. The average person is not going to put no full coverage on it. I promise you that right there. Moving right along. This baby doing too much. Ooh. I got shout out to all the good stepdaddies. Shout out to all the good second dads. That's what's up. Or when we is in a relationship, or when when we is in a relationship, we are supposed to protect and provide, right? Males, men, players, people came out their mama monkey with a meat. I'm talking to you. We supposed to be protectors of the woman and the children, the woman and the children. That's our role. That's the role that we supposed to play. That's the role that has been put on males from the beginning. If I'm not mistaken, I don't know because I wasn't back in the beginning, but I'm just trying to think it through. So, when a good parent, when a good stepdad out here in the street refuse to let his stepdaughter, be attacked out here in these streets and do nothing. He refused it. Here we go.
Share police and parents say this is just unbelievable and very scary. 3 young girls were injured, including a 14-year-old. Tonight, I can tell you that the suspect is locked up. We have the video that got him arrested, and we want you to keep your eye on the man in the blue jacket on the lower left of your screen.
Blue jacket.
Punches flying, players scrambling, parents screaming. This is the scary fight at a girls' basketball game in Corona. It starts with 2 players from opposing teams scuffling, but then the step-parent of one of the girls jumps out of the stands and starts swinging at the teens.
He punched at least 3 female athletes. They were playing during the basketball game.
It happened 10 days ago at the Centennial and Santiago High School girls' basketball game in Corona. Just yesterday, Corona police arrested the suspect, 39-year-old Thaddeus Brooks IV, at his home in Perc.
Shout out to Thaddeus. Shout out to Thaddeus. Good daddy. Yeah. Good daddy. Huh? He was protecting his stepdaughter at the game, right? He said a girls' basketball game player, it ain't that serious. They tried to jump on his stepdaughter. They tried to jump on his baby. What was he supposed to say? Is they hunching? What was he supposed to do? Huh? Would you let your child get assaulted and you do nothing? What does that make you?
Harris. Brooks now facing felony charges, including willful harm of a child.
Say stepdad looking good out here. He say the real stepdaddy should burn him. He say the real daddy should burn him out. Yeah. For sure. Come on, y'all. We got to work as a unit out here. Go ahead.
Terrorist threats and felon possessing a firearm. That's right. Police say Brooks had a gun. Ashanti is the mother of a Centennial basketball player and was at the game.
He say he had a gun. That's what she said.
He blatantly said, "I'm gonna go get my gun." He was very clear on what his intentions were.
Didn't that lady just say he had the gun? Now she's saying that he said that he gonna go get the gun. You see how they be doing stuff?
Police say Brooks threatened some kids outside the school.
Several students were walking in the parking lot and were confronted by the suspect. In this case, he did point the gun at them and threaten to shoot them.
Did he say at that point he did point the gun? Hold on.
Several students were walking in the parking lot and were confronted by the suspect. In this case, he did point the gun at them and threaten to shoot them.
Yeah, because they'll probably slick rap. Yeah. Do not get it twisted. Do not think that these children was just quiet. They popping off at the mouth. Willie say hush.
Some Centennial student athletes told us this is not an isolated incident.
I've heard about other girls' games that some of the parents argue with the students that are actually athletes, and the athletes have to pay for it by not being able to play.
Tonight, Brooks is locked up with bail set at $350,000. The Corona Norco School District says after this ugly fight, they will enact new safety measures at athletic events.
Come on, dog. $350? $350 for standing up for his child? What is we doing? You say them parents be putting money on them games. Yes, we do. That's what we do. They gonna charge a player with, hold on. Willful harm of a child. Willful, someone's jumping on your child. Stepdad lives matter, exactly. Yeah. They was jumping on his baby. So he decided to separate them and divide them to his best ability. I mean, I got to pop few of these bitches. Get off. Get off her, baby. Get off her. He said that 3,500 with the 10%. Yeah. And I think that need to come from, like I said earlier, the daddy need to go ahead on there bond a player out. Like a good dad. He at the game. How many daddies can show up to their churn game? Come on. Oh. So I'm on probation for the same type of ish. He say I hit abroad fighting my 60-year-old mom. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? You is protecting your loved one. 350 felon possession of a firearm. All right, cute. Terroristic threats. Damn it, they were running their mouth. I promise you, they was running their mouth. Don't y'all ever think that these little badass they shooting up schools. And you don't think that they running their mouth slick rapping. They fighting teachers. You don't think they running their mouth and slick rapping? Especially, school is out. The basketball game is over. So they're not in school. They going home. Talking that players say, I got something for you though. Keep up the good work. Go ahead. Say it again. I bet you won't say it again. You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
Punches flying, players scrambling, parents screaming. This is the scary fight at a girls' basketball game in Corona.
Do y'all understand that if his daughter would have got jumped and whooped and he was at the game, he would have had, let's say, maybe 2 problems. The mother would have snapped on him. So you just sat there and you just gonna let my daughter get whooped? You ain't do nothing. You is less than a man. The community, the people in the hood, the community would have been calling him all type of soft N-words and all that fly stuff. You just gonna sit there and let that girl get whooped like that? Shout out to KD for the $2 super chat. Say, Pastor, is that the standing his ground? That's what it should have been. Him standing damn ground. You can stand your ground protecting somebody else. Yeah. So they need to go ahead on, free my dog. Listen, this should be a learning lesson to all you youths. This a man who gonna stand on it. They shouldn't have been out here playing. It is what it is. Free my dog, moving right along. This is just disturbing to me. It hurts my heart to see a man to go down like that right there. Yeah. Like it really bothers me. Men can't even be men no more. We fight for eyes. And then when we don't fight for eyes, we talked about. This is crazy. Shout out to Mr. Gino for the $2 super chat. Say, bet it started on the internet. They probably will argue with one another. Shout out to Jodisha for the $1.99 cash app. Say, happy Valentine's Day. Winston, come get that monkey. That's what's up. Shout out to everybody who is putting out tonight. Because it's the holiday. Yeah. You deserve everything that you get. That's what's up. Listen. Let's go ahead on and get into this good BG Central products out here, because I got a few videos and that we is gonna go over. Hold on, we gonna bam it, because this one here was like after, this one here is before it. We did that one right there. Oh, hold on, wait a minute. Bam. That I thought I numbered them, but I guess I was wrong. Hold on, A, B, C, D. Okay. Bam. Here we go. We're going to start off with a little drug prevention. Because we have to teach people about preventing the drugs to be ingested, inhaled, smoked, or shot up.
The message is it can happen anywhere. That's what drug and prevention experts are telling us about the recent discovery of a fentanyl ring you've heard about by now in Carrollton that led to at least 10 teenage overdoses, including 3 deaths, according to authorities. CBS 11's Brooke Rogers tonight with what one local organization is doing right now to prioritize prevention.
It's everywhere. It's in every neighborhood. It's in every city.
And its victims are getting younger and younger.
See, I told y'all. Now it's an epidemic. It everywhere. It's in your neighborhood too. It's everywhere.
In Carrollton, one student who was hospitalized with fentanyl poisoning was just 13. Becky Tinney with the Recovery Resource Council says one issue is accessibility.
Social media is one of the most popular platforms for buying and selling illicit drugs.
I ain't know that they were marketing on the internet. That's what's up. Shout out to Joe Nisha for the $1 cash out. Say happy V-Day, Willie. Say 305, showing the love and support. I appreciate that right there.
And all of our kids are on some form of social media.
She says the keys to prevention lie both with the parents and the schools. She says start talking to your kids now about only taking pills from a trusted adult or their doctor.
We can't wait for the right moment.
So you can still take essential products just as long as it's from a parent and or a doctor. Got it.
Can't wait for something to happen, because when something happens, it might be too late to have that conversation.
Right.
She says to role play how they'd say no and create an open dialogue about the dangers of counterfeit pills.
Normalize it. Give them a safe space to ask questions.
The Recovery Resource Council also offers free prevention programs for schools. They have 4 different evidence-based curriculums for kids ages pre-K to 12, taught by certified prevention specialists.
Currently, we're providing those curriculums in 10 schools across Dallas County, but we have the capacity to serve more, and we want to serve more.
So that's why I love my dispensary.
Also have 2 full-time counselors that offer free therapy sessions to middle and high school age students. All efforts to keep fentanyl from ever even reaching teens' hands.
So they're speaking on not reaching teens' hands at the schoolhouse. We know once they leave the school and they got to go back to the community.
We're not in a situation anymore where kids can learn from their mistakes. They might not have that opportunity. It might be one mistake that ends their life.
One. Y'all young folk got to understand, one is over. One, it can be over. The reason that we would not look at it like that and the youth would not look at it like that because their peers is already on these essential products and ain't nobody died yet. Ain't nobody died that they know yet. So that's why, in a sense, they would not take it serious of it being harmful. We don't take things serious. No, because it's not personal yet. It's not personal. Just make sure that you got like the proper suit and dress to go to the funeral, the burial site, and the after party when things transpire out here with you and yours. Listen, we is streaming live 2 channels. We're on 2 channels, the Willie Williams Show live channel and Willie Williams News channel. Y'all please go over there and subscribe to the news channel. I need more people around there. I appreciate the people who is around there with a thumbs up. You say, I'm out here now buying teddy bears and chocolate for my little la-la and 2 daughters. That's what's up. You say, not that flock. I say, exactly. Say, in the name of Jesus. Say, YouTube, stop messing with Willie numbers. Say, we not dumb. That's what's up. Say, hey, Willie, the 801 Salt Lake City, Utah, back in the month, 30 minutes of 5. Watch 12, your 3, 6, and your 9. Shout out to everybody who is over there on that other channel. The 662 is in the building. I appreciate y'all. Say, hey, Sugar, Littleton, North Carolina, and then what it do. He say, this is going to be a good show. You're absolutely correct. I appreciate y'all for being here. Look here. We got a new problem with the Fenny. You say, Willie, you got to get your products from cannabis from the dispensary. Also, don't go in like the community, because I'm still looking like for the link. I'm still trying to find the link so I can go on to get that good. But y'all telling me to not go in the community. Go to the dispensary. So y'all telling me that it's safer at the dispensary. Shout out to Big Moochie for the $4.99 super chat. He say, Willie, what do the youth supposed to do when they grow up with their good mamas taking Daddy's Central products in their home with her friends? Like that baby said last night, my mama is a 304, so it run in the blood. So typically, if mama them popping perks and all that fly stuff right there, it'll possibly be in the blood. Them children gonna do exactly what mama them gonna do. Hope they don't, but it's their life. Look here, we got a new Tranq. Tranq is short for tranquilizer. Tranquilizer, if you say it fast. Tranquilizer. We got a problem out here, y'all. The new Tranq drug is on the rise, and it done made it down to Louisiana.
Used in horses and cattle is being mixed with already dangerous street drugs.
Very scary.
Hold on. That wasn't the beginning. Real quick.
And a new health warning, a drug that is used in horses and cattle is being mixed with already dangerous street drugs.
Very scary.
And with this one, overdose reversal drugs do not work. Meg Ferris has details.
We have no help for you if you get on this.
There's yet another drug on the streets concerning doctors and officials, xylazine, also known as Tranq. It's used regularly by veterinarians
Look at that stag.
as a sedative and pain reliever in large animals, and now it's being mixed with street drugs like cocaine, heroin, and fentanyl.
So all my snorters out there, I told y'all they putting cut on it. To everybody who on that heroin, who on that boy, they putting that cut on it. Everybody who popping them blues, them Perc 30s, they putting that cut on it.
And even more concerning is if you stop breathing, Narcan won't reverse the overdose.
So there are some dangerous properties to xylazine. It's typically a cutting agent, which is put into other substances, which is sort of designed to extend the life of the product and maybe...
See, it's a cutting agent. Told you they put that cut on it. Shout out to Felicia for the $8 cash app. Say happy V-Day, Pastor. Say get them likes up, y'all. That's what we need. We need more likes, y'all.
Increase profit.
In the last 3 years in Jefferson Parish, 44 people who died using street drugs had Tranq in their systems.
And that's why we're seeing it in fentanyl. It's increasing the euphoric effect. You decrease your respiration, it decreases your heart rate, and eventually they go unconscious. People taking the drug tend to black out and then go unconscious and then eventually die.
In Orleans Parish, the head of EMS warned of its increased use.
I've had conversations with the health department. The health department here in the city of New Orleans is already like raising the alert flag, like we need to be on the lookout for this, notifying UMC about the potential of needing to test for xylazine in overdose cases.
So City Council Vice President Helena Moreno has joined forces with Opelousas State Rep Dustin Miller. He plans to propose legislation to add xylazine to the state-controlled substance list. It's not federally controlled. This
say how high can we get for real though?
Would flag it for coroners and law enforcement to test and go after those cutting drugs with it. We talked to one equine vet who said she's very concerned when something is abused on the streets and then becomes scheduled. She said that makes it harder to get and more expensive to get. And what happens after that is that cost has to be passed on to the customer.
Is she giving the horse a peppermint?
Meantime, Councilwoman Moreno is especially concerned during carnival season.
So it's just really scary, and it's time to do something about, alerting the public that this is out there.
Meg Ferris, Eyewitness News.
We ain't done. Oh, no, we're not done. Shout out to Big Moochie for the $1.99 super chat. Say at least they leaving Earth doing what they like. Well, yeah. Yes. You can't even be mad if you leave Earth doing what you like to do. Why would you even be mad? You enjoyed yourself. You really did enjoy yourself. Let me go ahead on to this next one. Hold on. We ain't done. All of this stuff is disturbing. This is really, really disturbing, and you need to know what's going on out in your community. Oh, so I don't want to do that one. Before this one. All right. Bam, bam, bam. Yeah. Y'all got to get the lights up. We got to get light. Here, let me go ahead on and put me an ad in there since I got a bag. I ain't too proud to beg. Now, listen, I need some likes. Damn it, it's Valentine's Day. Y'all don't love me? Y'all don't love this people around here all day. I never do every day of my life. Damn it, the thumbs ups is free. We got Cash App, we got Super Chat, we got PayPal. I need your support out here in these streets. Hold on. Bam. Do it like this right here. I just be having so much stuff, y'all. Y'all just don't even much be understanding all the stuff I have to put inside my brain. With looking at all these stories and researching and doing all that good stuff like that right now. Zombie drugs. I'm finna show you something that may be disturbing. It may be disturbing, but you do need to watch. You really do need to watch because it is disturbing. Here we go.
See how it's hard? It's called necrotic. The tissue underneath is dead.
If you've ever wondered what could make fentanyl, probably the most lethal street drug in modern history, any worse, tonight we have the answer. Tranq. Drug users turned into real-life zombies right down to the rotten flesh. We didn't want to believe it either, but it is real and it is here. All documented in this DEA report, the growing threat of xylazine mixing with illicit drugs. Xylazine is an animal tranquilizer. Tranq is what you get when you mix it with fentanyl. Lab hits for xylazine are up 112% in the West. Deaths are rising too into the triple digits. Xylazine has been confirmed in overdose deaths in Snohomish and King counties, at least 12 that we know of.
Do y'all know that they got Percocet songs, Perc songs, Perc 30 on the Perc 30s and all that fly stuff? Yeah. If you notice that the numbers is higher in the South.
Those most familiar with the drug fear, it will get much worse.
He didn't have a flesh-eating disorder, he didn't have an abscess, and he doesn't know how his finger went missing. And to me, that is just strange. He said it was just miraculously gone.
Lost his finger. Didn't know how it was gone, but it was gone.
A narcotic nightmare.
One young lady was telling me about it, and she was saying that she used it and then was out and didn't remember anything.
Moving like a chameleon through an already dangerous drug supply.
And that scared her enough to want to go to detox.
This guy scared enough about that work. I'm finna go get off this shit. Damn it, it's killing people, it's making people lose limbs.
As if fentanyl wasn't deadly enough, suppliers are mixing in a new ingredient and creating a new drug crisis from the East Coast to Puget Sound. It goes by many names.
Fetty powder, Tranq dope is the big one. Everyone seems to kind of know what Tranq dope is.
Rochelle Long is a mental health professional embedded with the Marysville Police Department.
Stop. If y'all have been on that Tranq dope, put a 1 in the comment.
Just this month, she put out a warning to colleagues and clinics to brace themselves for the full-on arrival of Tranq. Tranq is short for tranquilizer, in this case, xylazine. It's strong enough for big animals like horses. When it's mixed with fentanyl, it gives users a brand new kind of high.
So they start dancing and they seem kind of happy and they're just having fun, to an immediate zombie trance, staring through you as if like a horror film.
We got a 1 in the comment section. Listen. Be careful.
What it does to the human body is so terrible it looks like a film effect. But in cities on the East Coast, where Tranq first spread, it's all too real.
See how it's hard? It's called necrotic. The tissue underneath is dead.
Whole bottom part of his leg is hard. All that tissue dead. It's done.
Right here where you see this green stuff coming out, that's because you have pus. It's infected.
Sarah?
Yeah, green stuff coming out, which is pus, which we do understand. STD Fridays, we be trying to get that green drain. Same thing, but it's coming out of his leg.
Laurel is the founder of the Savage Sisters Outreach Program in Philadelphia. She says Tranq is everywhere now.
And so it took us about 2 years for it to dominate and take over our supply. Whereas in Boston, for instance, it was almost non-existent in July and August, and it is now in 70% of their supply.
Say the flesh falling off. Yeah.
Sarah and her team are treating Tranq addicts every day.
You want to grab Sarah for me? We have somebody coming right now to transfer you to the hospital. Is that okay?
Doing their best with bandages, compassion, and Narcan. But while it still remedies fentanyl overdoses, Narcan doesn't block the ill effects of xylazine in the body.
It's pretty terrifying, largely because we don't know much about it, and we don't have a reversal drug for it.
Y'all seeing the wounds on people? It's eating the skin away. Oh, Lord Jesus.
We have to begin testing why it is causing these wounds within humans.
For people like Melanie Bettis, the euphoria Tranq produced almost seemed worth it. She recovered from her Tranq addiction after almost losing her arm.
Got to be more careful. Shout out to Soppy. Soppy. I think that's how you pronounce Sophie. We gonna go with Sophie? I don't, for the $2 cash out. Say for the building fund. I appreciate that right there. I'm pretty sure that I pronounced it wrong. Please forgive me.
I had never heard the term xylazine. I didn't know what was happening to me. And I would go to urgent care and stuff like that, and they would, give me an antibiotic or tell me I had MRSA. So it was definitely scary, but then you hit a point where it just becomes normal and it's just another part of getting high.
I want y'all to understand and pay attention. She looks rather cute, don't it? You would have not thought that baby was popping perks. No.
Recovered from her Tranq addiction after almost losing her arm.
Almost lost her arm. And just what hell? They told me that it's MRSA or something, and they gave me some aspirins.
Oh, I had never heard the term xylazine.
Look at her. Look like she work at a doctor's office or something like that, don't it?
I didn't know what was happening to me. And I would go to urgent care and stuff like that, and they would, give me an antibiotic or tell me I had MRSA.
They gave her ass some antibiotics. This says a lot. Say, yes, it's Sophie. Oh, cool. Bam. All right. Listen, this says a lot. This says a lot about the people who go to school for 10 years, 10, 12 years to become the physicians and doctors and things of that nature. They didn't even much know what it was. So, I've thought about the medical community is the best guess community.
So it was definitely scary, but then you hit a point where it just becomes normal and it's just another part of getting high.
Because no state is widely testing for Tranq, fentanyl users are at risk of getting hooked without even knowing they're taking it. That lack of awareness here is what scares Mike Kersey with Courage to Change.
Nursing degrees online, huh?
An addiction recovery service in Everett, who started to see the results firsthand.
Well, I'd heard about it, but only from a couple of addicts. One of them that got into detox and said that they'd been using the Fetty powder, and it was so much stronger than the Perc 30 or the fake Perc pills, the blues, that you heard so much about.
For now,
fake Perc pills, them blues. You say that's why they call it a practice. Yeah, absolutely correct. They constantly practicing. Yep.
Oh, it's a race against time, with Kersey trying to reach users and get them help before Tranq gets to them first.
They said they gave her some ointments and said, get the F out of here.
People like Nick Mackey, who just completed a 28-day treatment program.
Feels good.
Graduated. Shout out to Nick for graduating.
Feels really good. I could never imagine I've done this for myself.
Nick is on a...
Say it's called practicing medicine. Pastors say they are guessing. There you go. I was right.
His way to transitional housing, where he plans to hang up his certificate of completion and hang on to his sobriety.
Taking that first step and cleaning yourself up is the best thing you can ever do. And you can live life. This is a good life to live.
Nick has never tried Tranq, but he knows enough about fentanyl to understand that anything that makes it more powerful will make it more deadly.
I couldn't imagine. That wouldn't be a very good combination. I mean, the by itself is going to, has taken a lot of people out. You mix it with that, it's going to be completely overpowering.
And do y'all understand that people know, people who take fentanyl, they know that people dying. Shout out to C-No for the 199 super chat. He say, Willie, people trying to leave Earth on purpose. You may be right. Listen, haven't I said multiple times that everybody don't enjoy life like that? Everybody don't want to be here. Life is very difficult for a lot of people, and they rather not be here. So a lot of times, we go to the essential products to get away from life. The best way that we can, other than knocking ourselves off. Say Tranq was created by trans, #conspiracy. No.
Heard about it.
If there's any good news to report on Tranq, it's this. Scientists are working on developing a test strip for xylazine like the ones developed to detect fentanyl. And members of Congress have even floated the idea of making it a controlled substance while still maintaining access to the drug for veterinarians.
It's a damn veterinarian drug. Woo, and it's eating you humans up. They call them zombies. So, I had one more, and then I'm gonna show y'all some what I saw on the when I Googled some stuff, and I'm like, oh Jesus, I didn't know that it could get that bad. But you know, this is why we got to stay abreast of what's going on out here in these streets, so we don't be in the blind when people is out here losing their damn life. Listen, this is another reason I say get your peoples. Hell, check on your peoples. Get your people some damn insurance.
It's pretty terrifying, largely because we don't know much about it.
All right, so if this is a terrifying new drug trend, a tranquilizer strong enough for horses is quickly becoming part of the fentanyl crisis taking hold here in the Northwest.
Okay, so as if the opioid epidemic couldn't get worse or more deadly, we've got this new drug we're talking about. It's nicknamed Tranq, and it has apparently arrived in our area. And at least one local police department is trying to face this head on.
Wow, this is something Fox 13 first told you about last night in an episode of The Spotlight, and our coverage continues this morning in Marysville.
Yeah, that's where we find our Dan Griffin for us this morning. Dan, officials are likening the effects of Tranq to being a real-life zombie. This is wild.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy when you hear the details about this. Basically, we talked with a mental health professional who works here at the Marysville Police Department. She's embedded with the police here. She knows exactly what Tranq can do. She's seen it firsthand. She says it hooks users with a powerful high, but then the true effects are seen, and they're pretty horrendous. The details pretty tough to stomach.
So it's a powerful high. Now you're hooked, you can't get off of it.
Officials are putting each other on notice to brace for Tranq. Xylazine is a base ingredient in this drug. It's a tranquilizer for large animals such as horses, obtained illicitly through local vet suppliers or from overseas sources like China. When mixed with fentanyl, it's known as Fetty powder or Tranq dope. This drug is not only making addiction worse, it's also causing tissue to die, infection, even the possibility of amputation. While people can try to treat the wounds left behind and bandage them up, there's another warning. Narcan does not block the effects of xylazine in the body. There's no reversal drug. It's spreading fast across the country, according to the Drug Enforcement Agency, starting in the Northeast and spreading onward from there. There's a group called the Savage Sisters in Philadelphia we talked with. They noticed it dominated the drug supply there in about 2 years. They're out trying to treat Tranq addicts every single day. Rochelle Long, she's a social worker and mental health professional here in Marysville. She's seen these effects firsthand here as well. Now, the DEA says in the West region, labs IDs of xylazine were up 112% in 2021, and officials say xylazine positive overdose deaths experienced a significant jump from 2020 to 2021. It is here. Our Fox 13 News Spotlight investigation found at least 12 xylazine positive overdoses in the Puget Sound region, with 9 in King County and 3 in Snohomish County.
I got to show y'all these pics. They're just doing the most out here in these streets. Hold up. I saw what you wrote. Hold on. Let me make this big, put this here on up, boy. Woo! I ain't know. I did not know that it's out here like this heavy out here in these streets. Shout out to Big Moochie for the $4.99 super chat. He say those not zombies. He say them folks who smoke K2 is the real zombies. Say if you can show the videos of them folks on who smoke K2, Willie. Say those are real zombies. I'ma see what I can do. I appreciate that right there. Y'all look at this here. Large open wounds. Look at it. I saw one where a person's foot, this one. Oh, Jesus. Hold on. Look at that. It's gone. The big toe, gone. This a big toe person. Gone. Hold on. Wait. It was this one. Look at that. 8-eye. You say that K2 ain't no joke. I believe that right there. That K2 for real out here in these streets. Like, this is crazy. But this is real life, y'all. Whoa. Oh, no. You say a local epidemic of lace heroin. You say, watch the videos in live time with us. Downtown Philadelphia. I'm going to have to look that right there up because I'm believing what you're saying and it may be some longer videos. So I need to look that right there up so we can just talk about it. Wow. Look at here. Jesus. Wait, look. Oh, Lord Jesus. Oh, Lord Jesus. And got the nerve to have on weed socks. This is weed socks. Your leg done been ate out, boy. Ma'am. Say, look at the skin tone. Now it's a problem. Boy, y'all pick up real quick. Oh, my God. Oh, look at the pus coming out of it. And it ain't even STD Friday. Look, it says a skin infections around here about that work. Oh, my God. So this what y'all can look forward to if y'all choose to be on the Fenny. Yeah, it said Willie is destroying the V-Day mood. I am not trying to destroy that right there. I want y'all to enjoy y'all day, but we got the show was out here in these streets, y'all. I was just like, oh, God. Somebody wrote, it takes a village. Is that an arm? That's a leg? Say black tissue denotes necrosis. Wow. All right. Enough is enough. I think y'all get the picture. Shout out to Justine for the $15 cash app. I appreciate that right there. Happy Valentine's Day. Thank you. Listen, y'all. Yeah. It's an epidemic. Once it went to being everywhere. It's our biggest problem in the great United States because it's an epidemic. Crack wasn't the problem. I will continue to point both of those out. Crack wasn't the problem because it wasn't everywhere. This is everywhere. Now is a problem. But anyway, moving right along. I got to take it to a school. Because it's still Black History Month out here in these streets. And shout out to Black History Month. Shout out to your people's history and all that fly stuff right there. That's what's up. We got another problem, which they call it a problem. We got our lighter hue students. White students throws cotton balls on black students and beat them with a belt or a scrap. It's something like that. Here we go.
New tonight, an overt display of racism is lighting up social media feeds in Terrebonne Parish. It involves a white student throwing what appears to be cotton at a black student and slapping him with what looks like a belt. Well, tonight, both parents and alumni at Vanderbilt Catholic High School are outraged. Devin Bartolotta has more from Houma.
The Archdiocese says the incident happened here on Wednesday. By
Archdiocese. Go ahead.
Thursday, there was a sheriff's office investigation and a video seen parish-wide.
You can see here a white student walks up behind a black student at lunch, throws a handful of cotton balls onto the table, and begins to slap him with a belt. Then the black student pushes. This all happened at Vanderbilt Catholic High School in Houma Wednesday afternoon.
You know, we can't sweep this under the rug. We can't push this off and make this more skeletons in the closet.
PJ Allridge is a Vanderbilt alumnus and coached the student who was hit with the belt. He's also friends with the child's family. He says the young man is one of few non-white students at the school.
That's Vanderbilt? Like, this is Vanderbilt. Houma, right here. Not that far from where I live. A school I went to, a school that I represent, a school that I coached at. And to see it, it's hurting that we're living in a time such as 2022. To where it's like we're not in the 50s, we're not in the 60s.
The Archdiocese issued a statement Thursday saying there's no tolerance for racist or bullying behavior, writing, quote, "Yesterday's actions by a few are not consistent with the values and mission of our school."
The parents of the child who was targeted also issued a statement in that press release thanking people for their support and writing, quote, "We will continue to pray for our school community as a whole, that we not only get through this together, but that we each learn a valuable lesson for what has taken place."
The family met with school administrators and the sheriff's office, who says they've opened an investigation. The ACLU of Louisiana calls it inexcusable.
This was a child who thought that what he was doing was okay, potentially even funny. When we think about bullying, when we think about young children who experience bullying and what happens to them, this is how it starts.
But at least one alumni is hoping this video is where it will stop, and educators at Vanderbilt will use this as a moment to teach.
The Archdiocese has not named the student involved and won't comment on any disciplinary action, but says the school is following its policy. In Houma, Devin Bartolotta, Eyewitness News.
New tonight.
That's what's up. Think about this right here. They say this the Archdiocese, so it's a Catholic school. If I'm not mistaken, wasn't the one where they was spraying the blackface, wasn't that a Catholic school too? Because they said the Archdiocese, so it's Catholic. So we got two situations in about 2.5 weeks of Archdiocese students, Catholic students, who think it's funny, who playing games. One of my biggest problems is, so you gonna let somebody toy beat you with a belt in the back of your head? I gotta say it. Listen, in my mind, if it was darker hue on darker hue and one of the darker hue was hitting him on the back of the head with a belt, I believe that he would stood up and checked them, and they would have damn near been at least wrestling around. Just in my mind. But it seems to me that he just gave our lighter hue brother a pass. In my mind. See, we quick to jump on one another. Say slavery is condoned in the Bible, so it is okay. You ask the average Christian, is it acceptable in that book? They gonna tell you, no, it's not. Further lets me know they have not read and or studied. That's what's up. Shout out to C-Note for the $4.99 super chat. He say, Willie, if you meet a baby on that Tranq and not know it's the monkey, is the monkey still good, or will you pass too? Well, because it's eating your body up, we're going to have to pass. We listen, we got to pass. If you know that baby on that Tranq, this is one exception to not have an event with that baby. Nope. Let it go. Move on. Find you something else that have like a regular STD. Do not deal with Tranq. Please don't. you may fall apart. But yeah.
At a black student and slapping him with what looks like a belt. Well, tonight, both.
And it seems to me that the black student just got up and walked away, or maybe told someone. He went to tell. And again, if it was dog hue on dog hue, I believe that they would have been that bit tearing the cafeteria up. Just in my mind. So I don't know what they're gonna do. They may suspend, because we don't tolerate stuff after things has been done. We don't tolerate it after it's been done. That's real cute. We don't condone after it's been done. But in my mind, should the child be expelled? Should the girls be expelled? Since there's no, like, we don't tolerate racism and all of that stuff right there. No. Don't even worry about it. I just had to play it for y'all because there's a whole bunch of people that's out here mad about that right there, and typically ain't gonna do nothing. So, speaking of Black History Month, let me go ahead on and give you this one right here. Oh, how much time we got? Oh, it's still early. All right. Okay, wait. Hold on. Oh, I got a great one. So we gonna push the Black History thing to the back. But boy, I got to show y'all this one right here. When I tell y'all, record, upload, I really do mean that right there. I promise you, I really mean that right there. We have a man who is facing a man who is facing felony. A man facing felony charges after posting the video of him fleeing the police.
I often tell you how criminals attempt to hide evidence, but DPS troopers say not one in particular. Deputies say he recorded the moment that he got away from troopers during a traffic stop. ABC 13's Micah Hatfield live in the newsroom with more on the video. Micah.
Eric, what could have been a routine traffic stop for Alan Lynch Jr. and maybe a ticket has now turned into a felony. And he's pretty much laid out the evidence for law enforcement.
So, y'all.
Yeah, what's up? Why?
I got away.
Got away.
Good job.
Yeah.
Round of applause.
A 5.5-minute video posted by Alan Lynch Jr. to YouTube, bragging about getting away from a state trooper who pulled him over earlier this month.
It's just a car that I drive just to get around so the police won't pull me over.
That traffic stop on I-10 near Eldridge Parkway back on February 4th, seen here in the video Lynch posted.
Hello, Texas Highway Patrol. Reason for the stop is your expired temp tag.
I just got this car today. I just got this car today.
Shout out to KD for the $5 super chat. Say if Darker Hugh would have popped it there, say he would have been say it would have been a felony charge. But just in that instance, I think the felony charge may have been dropped because he was so-called being racist. But you could be right. You could be right about that right there. You're absolutely correct. Shout out to Craig for the $1 cash out. Oh, yeah. I just read that right there. I sure enough appreciate you for reminding me. Here we go.
Okay, do you have your driver's license on you?
Yeah, I do.
All right, and then go ahead and step out with me as well.
The 23-year-old takes off, seen weaving through cars on the interstate in his Dodge Charger, passing by them like they're at a standstill. And then you hear a crash. State Highway Beltway 8. Lynch documented himself, quote, ducking off, as he put it, hiding from law enforcement at an apartment complex that day for hours. But he was identified, located, and arrested this week, charged with felony evading.
That places lives at risk needlessly, and he had a cavalier attitude about it.
This is not Lynch's first rodeo with troopers. In fact, he was out on bond at the time for doing the same thing months before. He was pulled over in September, and court documents say he got away after speeds reached 120 miles an hour on the interstate, almost 100 on the surface streets. Law enforcement charged him in that incident, too.
Not only does evading place the community at large in danger, but it places the suspect in danger, it places the trooper in danger.
And tonight, Lynch is out on a $10,000 bond. I spoke to his attorney on the phone, but she said she does not want to comment on a pending felony case. Live in the newsroom, Micah Hatfield, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.
He out on $10,000 bond. This is where, in a sense, the what is it called? The legal system, we play too much. We play too much. Should he have even gotten a bond? Think about it. He was already out on bond from a previous incident of doing the same thing. 120 on the highway, 100, and I guess in the residential areas, things of that nature. So he is a problem in the community. He is a threat to everyone else on the streets. And then he had the nerve to pull off on them folk and record. I say you did a great thing by recording, so they was able to go ahead on and apprehend you, bring you on around there, bring you in, but give you the $10,000. $10,000 bond. Why? He gonna do the same thing again. And they know it. So I think that this is set up for the community. This is a real setup for the community, and I think somebody gonna get killed.
Out the evidence for law enforcement.
So, yeah, a menace to society. Yeah. I hear trying to be cute for them all. All right, go ahead.
Got away. Round and apply.
A 5.5-minute video posted by Alan Lynch Jr. to YouTube.
Alan Lynch, named after your daddy.
Bragging about getting away from a state trooper who pulled him over earlier this month.
He's just a car that I drive just to get around so the police won't pull me over.
That traffic stop on I-10 near Eldridge Parkway back on February 4th, seen here in the video Lynch posted.
Do y'all understand that he would have just got a petty ticket?
Texas Highway Patrol, reading for the stop is your expired SIM tag.
I just got this car today. I just got this car today.
Okay, do you have your driver's license on you?
Yeah, I do.
All right, and then go ahead and step out with me as well.
Expired temp tag. But they said that he could be facing possible felonies and all that dumb shit. It don't make sense. Oh my God. Say that's a raggedy chart. Listen. I thought that I was the only one who thought, well, maybe he changed the exhaust on it. But no.
Come step out with me as well.
The 23-year-old takes off, seen weaving through cars on the interstate in his Dodge Charger, passing by.
And they be doing these type of things and thinking that it'd be cute. Remember, as long as you're doing it, just make sure that you record. We need to see how wild you is out here in the street. You know what I'm saying? Need to see you bite that line. You know. Because doing things like this, it kind of gets you some more monkey out here in these streets. You know, living on the wild side. I'm the black sheep of the family. Yeah.
Them like they're at a standstill. And then you hear a crash.
State Highway Beltway 8.
And you're wrecked out.
Lynch documented himself, quote, ducking off as he
said, my bro did that in 2014.
Put it, hiding from law enforcement at an apartment complex that day for hours.
Yeah, a misdemeanor to a felony. It was nothing. Expired tag, that's nothing.
But he was identified.
Look at him. Look at him. Boy, you done made the news. Boy, I'm old gonna be on you. Boy, I'm telling you. That's what's up. Anybody else would like to follow his lead? Go ahead. Record, upload. Moving right along. Ain't even much gonna hold you. He was very, very smart. Very smart. Keep doing what y'all doing. I don't know if I did this one right here, though. I'm going to give you this right here, and then I'm going to go on and bounce. Hold on, let me hit with one of them one more again because I'm not getting the support. I'm not getting the proper support that I should be getting out here on Valentine's Day. I'm hurt. I'm going to have to break up with y'all. Out here in these streets. This ain't right. I feel used and abused. I don't know my value. out here in these streets. Y'all, I don't think I did this story here, but this is a domestic love story. Go ahead on and get y'all on up out of here real quick, because it seems to me like y'all want to be gone. Say he could be the new Migo out here. Possibly. Look here. Did I do this? A woman moved back in with her boyfriend and something happened. I don't know if I did this here before, but here we go.
Family is left with a lot of questions after their 19-year-old jumped out of her moving car on a busy road in Cypress Tuesday evening. Deputies say her boyfriend was driving the car, and only on 13, the woman's mother speaks to ABC 13's Brooke Taylor about the family's concerns. Brooke.
Did I do this here yet? I don't think so. I don't think so. You say, Willie, you're killing me with the babies behind you. Look at them beautiful babies behind me. Say, hold on. Say, Willie Nia Long did an interview and said her mom let her date a 30-year-old when she was in high school. We talked about that on the show and also cut the video and put it on the number 3 channel if you would like to see that right there. So go to the number 3 channel. I got that video up by itself. I appreciate y'all.
Eric, the mother tells me that her 19-year-old daughter had just moved in with her boyfriend Monday, so the day before her daughter died. And she tells me she's been telling her daughter to leave her boyfriend. She says he has a criminal history. The two, it didn't seem like they were getting along, and she says it doesn't seem like they were meant for each other, pushing her daughter to leave him again just a day before this all happened. This grieving mother is trying to understand what could have possibly happened.
You said the news lady holding that mic like she don't like a mic. Hold on. I gotta back that up. Oh, okay. She got a little too fat.
It doesn't seem like they were meant for each other, pushing her daughter to leave him again just a day before this all happened. This grieving mother is trying to understand what could have possibly happened moments before investigators say her 19-year-old daughter died.
Because that was not her. She never threatened herself to do that. And we know her.
Cassandra.
You say we know her. She jumped out the moving vehicle. Yeah, you say the mic too big for her little bitty hands. Shout out to Candace for the $5 cash app. Say happy Valentine's Day. Willie say don't break up with us. Oh man, I appreciate that right there. I am trying to hold on to this relationship.
Carballo and her boyfriend have been dating on and off again. Investigators say the couple was driving along West Road near Barker Cypress when they pulled into a parking lot after a fight. Carballo jumped out of the moving car. She was flown to the hospital where she died. This family has been against their relationship.
One time she had mentioned a word, and it seems like he didn't like it, so he got after Cassandra and upset, and he raised his temper.
So he jumped on her for saying a specific word.
She could tell she had she was afraid, and she would say, please don't interfere, don't tell him anything.
Say, please don't interfere, don't tell him anything when your parent and or parents is trying to tell you that he ain't good enough for you or he's not the one for you. He got a criminal background, he out here in these streets, he probably popping perks and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but then I had told y'all when that monkey get moist and that meat get hard, I parented it damn near over. And the biggest thing parents need to learn, stop telling your children to not deal with who they trying to deal with. Because they're going to deal with that person because you don't approve of that person.
Just don't tell him, but she could tell she was afraid of something.
She worked at a smoothie shop and had dreams of going back to school. This family hopes they'll get
dreams of going back to school. She was 19. What are we talking about?
Get some clarity
soon,
as they're left wondering why.
And if it was foul play, if she was pushed or she was, hit in the car or something, why did you jump? It's a doubt. It's a question that's going to stay in our mind. What really happened inside the car?
They don't think that she jumped on her own. They do believe that the boyfriend pushed out the vehicle. Say, Willie, my son used to do that when he would be upset or having an argument in the car. It used to scare the crap out of me. Jump out the car? Wow. Say she called for a running Uber. Yeah.
And I brought some of those questions to the sheriff's office. At the time when this happened, the boyfriend was detained, brought in for questioning. A spokesperson says as of right now, again, they believe she jumped out of that car. As for what happened moments before, that spokesperson tells me it's going to be hard to figure that out.
Say, did he point a gun at her? That's probably why she jumped out the car. Oh, you may be right. You may be right. Probably pointing that thing at him. The family said background was bad.
On a busy road in Cypress Tuesday evening. Deputies say her boyfriend was driving the car, and only on 13, the woman's mother speaks to ABC 13's Brooke Taylor about
should have had a child lock on the door.
About the family's concerns, Brooke.
Eric, the mother tells me.
Say that mental health is real. You're absolutely correct.
Says he has a criminal history. The two.
Family is left with.
Hold on. But y'all babies love criminal histories. Y'all seek out the ones with criminal history.
Says he has a criminal history. The two, it didn't seem like they were getting along, and she says it doesn't seem like they were meant for each other, pushing her daughter to leave him again just a day before this all happened.
Yeah. Oh, good question. Say, was she pregnant? Say, a moving abortion? That's what's up. Listen. We like the mess love relationship. I will continue to tell y'all that because it is exciting. It kind of keeps us on point. It give us something to live for, you know. Every day is something different. Every day is not like that, just that little regular day. We know what tomorrow is going to do. We know what the next day is going to do. It's with no excitement. This is why we love domestic love relationships.
This grieving mother is trying to understand what could have possibly happened moments before investigators say her 19-year-old daughter died.
Say, Willie, rapper Playboy Cardi choked his pregnant girl. Choked his pregnant girlfriend because she said that she wanted a paternity test. That will get you choked.
That was not her. She never threatened herself to do that. And we know her.
Cassandra Carballo and her boyfriend have been dating on and off again. Investigators say the couple was driving along West Road near Barker Cypress when they pulled into a parking lot after a fight. Carballo jumped out of the moving car. She was flown to the hospital where she
pulled into the parking lot after the fight. So they pulled into a parking lot after the fight. Why was she still in the car? I don't think she was pregnant. Because they didn't say it. If I'm not mistaken, they didn't say she was pregnant. I don't know. But if they got in the fight, she stayed in the car. Didn't I have that? I will keep telling y'all we love domestic love relationship. Because if the fight was so bad, when they pulled over, she would have got out of the vehicle. Instead, she stayed in the vehicle. Now they driving again, possibly fighting again. Now I'm finna jump out. So when the car was stopped, she didn't want to get out. Wait. Or maybe she tried to get out. He probably pulled that thing on her. Hell, he probably said, I'm finna kill you. I don't know. Yeah. What did she do? Yeah, he ain't just jumping on the baby for nothing.
He died. This family has been against their relationship.
One time she had mentioned a word, and it seems like he didn't like it, so he got after Cassandra and upset, and he raised his temper.
And they pulling steering wheels too. Oh, I've had that happen to me. Yeah. Gotta get you punched in the side of your head.
You could tell she had she was afraid, and she would say, please don't interfere, don't tell them anything.
It'd be funny how females talk about how they are afraid in their relationship but stay in the relationship. Especially when they don't have a place to go. You always have a place to go. You can always leave from where you at if you is in fear. I don't know any other type situation to where you is in fear, but you like stay. Well, there is a few. My bad. Let me take that back. You can't tell me that you is in fear of your relationship, but you there tomorrow. You there a week from now. A month from now. But you've been going to work and you've been going to your people's house. You going to school. You going to the mall. You hanging out with the girls. But go back to where you is in fear at. I was in fear of leaving him because of what he might do to me. Wait, what? But if in any other like times y'all ain't got no problem with calling the police. I don't understand it. When it's about child support, you ain't gonna call the police. You gonna go up there, put that paperwork in. Yeah. Uh-huh. So you also have to ask yourself this. Let's just say that the women who say that they are in fear of leaving, let's say that y'all have children. And now the child has been touched. Do you call the police then? Your child has been sexually assaulted. Do you call the police then? Because a lot of y'all say that you don't want to call the police because then that will make things worse. And when he gets out, he's going to do something to me. So would you call the police if your child was being molested, touched, sexually assaulted by that same dude that you is in fear of? I'm going to answer for you because a whole bunch of them still won't call the police because they claim to be in fear of that man. Say, look at her mother's face. She already knew it was going to happen. I can also believe that the mother has been through a domestic love relationship also. Yeah. Say they show up in family court and strut around like a hungry peacock. Trying to tell you. But you in fear though. You in fear. Wow. That's what's up. Y'all give yourself a pat on the back of y'all that made it to the end of the midday news. If you in fear, please seek some help. Get some help. You can't listen. You can't continuously tell me that you have been in fear for years. I don't want to hear that dumb shit. Get out my office with that mess. We is not putting in no report on a man that you have been in fear for years. I don't want to hear your story. Personally, I can care less. For one, I don't pretend to care anyway. But y'all strong though. I don't understand. Y'all strong. We can do the same thing that men do. That's what's up. That's what's up. We can do the same thing as men do. So you should not be in fear of the man that you with. If you had a thought process. I'm just saying. I'm just thinking it through. I'm sick of the excuses. I be so sick of excuses that females make. And this is part of the reason that children grow up the way that they grow up, of being mistreated. Children grow up mistreated because the thought processes of their mammies. You would allow for your children to be assaulted by that man. That's what's up. That's what's up. Listen, I appreciate y'all for rocking, man. Y'all have a wonderful Valentine's Day. I'm finna go ahead and get on up out of here. I'm gonna check my blood pressure. Please check your blood pressure. Check your blood pressures. Check your blood pressure, y'all. Players, prostate cancer awareness around here at the Willie Williams Show. Y'all is just the finger. If your prostate don't work, your meat don't work. You mess around and lose your la-la and or your life. You make the call. It's your choice. Say happy Valentine's, Willie and the chat family. I appreciate y'all. Side chicks, yeah. Side chicks tomorrow It's Valentine's Day. No, side pieces, because it's male and female. Side pieces. Tomorrow is your day. Tomorrow is your day. Don't jump out here today. Damn it, you jump out here today, you need to be jumped on. You jump out here today, you need to be jumped on. In front of people. Yeah. In front of people. Because you disrespectful. And you need to be fired from being a side piece. I'm trying to help. Listen, I appreciate y'all for rocking. Y'all finna go on and get up out there. Let me go on and click this right here. Y'all get on with the rest of y'all day. Y'all have a good time. Do everything that y'all want to do. And listen. On some real talk. If y'all break up and or destroy your whole day because of a holiday, in my mind, you need to be jumped on, personally. Just in my mind, you need to be jumped on. Because if it's worth throwing your whole relationship away about one day, I think that you got somebody. I think that you've been wanting to break up. You full of it. Just in my mind. Say side piece don't exist. Say god darn that button. Break up. Listen, y'all, I'm out of here. I done hit that damn button, but y'all have a good one, man. And y'all be careful about that Tranq.